and you know what it is. You know Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego too. This is Paul and Rupert.
We're back!
Coming out with a brand new thought, covered under the blood in which we were born. So we know how to get to.
Is for bold, A is for active, D is for determined. When you consider King David's valiant, you have an idea and understanding of undertaking this. Stay tuned.
Hallelujah, revive us again.
We are excited to bring fresh commentary, good conversation with two bad men. Boy, you don't want to miss this. Bad Man for Christ. Join us.
Just like Peter when he did his first sermon. As the saying goes, bad men for Christ. That is how we'll be for the rest of our life. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our show because we're stuck in the house with nowhere to go.
Here we are.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, ho, ho. Welcome to another edition of the Bad Man Show. Overseer, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing well, Bishop. I am doing well. How are you doing today, sir?
Today I'm doing very well. I'm kind of excited, but kind of sad because this is our 26th edition of our Bad Man Show, and it's the last show for season number 1. So I'm excited for what the Lord has done for us over these last several months, but I'm kind of disappointed that we're going to be away from our wonderful guests.
Did you say season number 1 down already?
Yes, sir.
Wow,
yes, sir. 26 shows. Can you believe it?
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Yes.
I am very excited by the fact that we've done 25 shows. This being the 26th show. We've done 25 shows, and they've been excellent. We've really enjoyed ourselves. And again, we are grateful to God for giving us this opportunity to do this. And hopefully, when the next season starts, we are going to start to really blow up and begin to move that needle, that counter, the number of people watching us. We want to reach the whole entire world with the Bad Man Show, with the Bad Man for Christ, Bishop Paul Brown, Overseer Rupert Johnson, and all of the other ones that are taking part. So I'm excited for season number 2. It's coming. It's coming. Season 2 is coming. What is this? When are we going to start season number 2, Bishop? When does number 2 start?
We're gonna start season number 2 in September, right around the beginning of the school year. However, we have so much to thank God for, and also so much to thank those who have really helped us to have achieved this outstanding accomplishment. And I just want to begin by thanking our presider. We had him on twice. I had to plug him in first, right? Because he's your mentor.
You jump in there before I can say thank you. To say thank you. Yes, I see.
Yes, but not only him, we also had so many wonderful guests. Just to name a few, we had I can think of Bishop Wells, Bishop Hunt, Mrs. Sharon Barnes Waters. We had some great individuals, just some excellent talent, and we truly appreciate them. And of course, we cannot forget our producers. We start with Minister Gore, Deacon Albert Minot, and Overseer. And without you and your personality, come on, we could not pull this off.
Well, I don't know, Bishop. We needed you to keep me in check, so that way we don't go way off the rails. But also, it's great that we also had our good buddy who's watching us today. I don't think he's missed a show. He actually helped co-host a couple times. No other person.
Right.
Yes. I'm going to give him a hand.
Okay.
Because he's done a great job for subbing in and watching us. He's been a great support for our show. He's not just our friend, but he's our brother. So it's good to know that he's back. He has our back. whenever we need him.
And
But
don't
yeah,
forget Deacon Howell, Don't forget Deacon Howell.
Deacon Howell's on there.
Oh, did you see your good friend Rollins chiming on in?
I told you, I don't mention him. When we come on this show, we don't try to mention Simon Rollins. He's a good friend. We just don't want to talk about him, all right? First of all, he always wants to talk bad about me, even though he knows he loves me, but he wants to talk bad about me because we have this love-hate relationship. But I'm not going to go there with him. I love Simon, and congratulations. I believe he's a granddad now, so I want to say
congratulations.
If I'm right, Simon, please let me know. But I do believe I'm right that he's a granddad, so we want to give him congratulations to his new
and
all that.
Oh, that's great.
Great. So, but again, so you're right, Deacon Howell. We have so many people. I can't even mention. There's a lot of people who watch our wives. Are avid watchers.
Yes.
To my wife, there. Bishop Bull's hitting us up. We got watching like Bishop Bull, Bishop Stokes. They're on, and they watch us. So, you're parking for next year.
Overseer, I gotta give a shout out to my brother, Pastor Wayne Brown. Yes. Excellent. Watches all the shows and provides some great insights and suggestions. And I mean, it's just so much, so many that have really helped us along. That we just thank God for them and their support. Of course, I gotta mention Mrs. Brown as well. Our wives, as you say, it's just a tremendous team effort to have gotten us this way. And if there. I know our audience is on. Please, let us know any show that you really liked or loved, and because one of the things that we plan to do over the summer is to run some reruns of some of the best ones, or even the ones that you recommend.
Yeah, we have two things going on this summer, right? We have a special edition of the Bad Man Show, The Bad Man. Now, so it's the Bad Man for Christ. The Bad Man Show. That's what we are. We're the Bad Man for Christ, the Bad Man Show. Well, there's going to be an offshoot during those 2 months. It will come on every once in a while. It's going to be the Bad Man for Christ, the Mission Project. So, or the Mission Show. So one of our producers is going to run a mission show, talk about missions and the need. And it's a great thing, the need for missions. And he's going to be on. I may help him out every now and then. Once I get time, but I will be on hiatus, but I will help out every now and then. And he's going to be running a mission show. So we have the reruns, we have the mission show. At one time, we were thinking about the Bad Ladies for Christ having a show. There's a lot of different things we can do with this, but we just thank God for the support. And Simon made sure he told me that it's his third grandchild. And
my goodness. Overseer, you're talking about the summer. Also want to say that so what else do you have planned for the summer?
Well, before that, let me also want to make sure, just in case she's listening, I want to make sure I thank my sister who was on the show with you and not me when I was away one time.
All right, definitely.
It was an excellent show too. I watched it. So I thank God for her on that show also. And also want to say thank you to John Briscoe, who also watches. I want to say thank you to him and to Holly Brodus, who is saying the show's on for. She has become an avid watcher. Even while I think the first show she watched was the Millennial Show that we had, where Sean Gore was our special guest. And she's been on it ever since. And we actually had a vegetarian conversation about vegetables versus meat. And I think, meat always is going to win over vegetables. I know you have your opinion on that.
Hey, that might be a show for season number 2, because I definitely have my opinion. But while you're also giving thanks, so we don't want to forget Bishop Johnson and Bishop Stokes. We had those on, and we want to say, and also Bishop Grubb, your good friend in New York. So so you definitely we want to actually make mention of the bishops that were actually in the show. And of course, last week you have Miss Harris that came on and did a tremendous show. Excellent. And you don't want to forget your boss as well.
No, my boss. No way can I forget my boss and my co-partner, Taylor. No, I cannot forget him. He was a great show. And also we want to remember Prophet Hunt, who was an excellent show on what he talked about, and the Legacy Lady. I mean, we had some great shows.
Yes.
And the Lady Bishops we had.
And of course, with the pandemic, we also had Dr. Edward McNeil to come on in and give us some excellent points. So, yes.
Yeah, so we've had some excellent shows. So before I even get to my summer, man, did you just listen to those shows that we've had? These were, if you have not seen them, folks, you can go to YouTube, subscribe to the Bad Man page, and you'll see all these past shows. And we even had such special shows we didn't have a guest. It was just me and you, bro. And there were
yes.
Mother's Day show, the Father's Day show. Those were some excellent shows where we just got to talk. We just got to talk. So it's been summer. What am I going to do this summer? I know that I have to get away again. We got away a little bit during the year. Just about, last week I wasn't on because we went away that week before. And it was a great time that we went to. But my wife said she needs more vacation. We didn't have one last year. So we're going to go to Florida.
Ooh.
Orlando. Yeah, we got a spot down there that we love it. There's a nice space. There's a kitchen. So we don't have to go out to eat every night. We can cook, hang out at the house. It's a nice little resort and all that. Thank you, Satori. And so that's one thing I'm going to do. We also have convocation coming up, our UCJC convocation. Hopefully, with the loosening of things, I don't know what's going to happen. I may be away. That might be the same week I go to Florida. But if not, I might sneak in. I don't know if they can kick me out the church. I might sneak into one of the convocation days. I don't think Bishop Saunders is listening. I may sneak in. Come to the door and say, "Oh, praise the Lord!" Just keep walking in before somebody recognizes I'm not.
Well, I am glad that he didn't finish that sentence. So while he's what overseer, you didn't finish that sentence. You froze, and I'm happy about that.
That was God.
Oh yeah. So
what are you?
So the summer for my summer, we will be going away. Mrs. Brown is going to be celebrating her 60th, pre-60th celebration. And so I'm going to South Carolina with Mrs. Brown for a good number of days, man. And I know it's going to be exciting. Yes, sir.
You didn't say that. You didn't say the age, did you? Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Hey, well, for sure. I mean, that's what it is. It's public knowledge. What am I supposed?
It is now. It is now.
Oh,
I didn't know.
So we have that on the plate, and of course, you had to say something. She could have missed it, overseer. She said, "Yes, he did." Oh. In addition to that, overseer, in 2006, I started doing classes at seminary. So I take one class every year. So around 2012, I finish up for that 2-year degree, and now it's 2021, and I have 2 more classes to finish up my MDiv. So I have a class this summer. And after that, then 1 more class, and then that is it. I'm going to have to write the master's thesis or finish up the requirements, and then I'm going to be starting my one course a year. For all the men that are on, I want to recommend to you, you need to keep the brain active. You need to keep studying. Every leader is a student. Every leader is a learner. And so you got to be actively doing some sort of study, not only to keep the brain active, but to keep you also fresh. So I just wanted to drop that in. So I'm going to be busy over these 2 months taking church history too. So to Albert and the missions project, I won't be available to give him any questions. I may pop in, and of course, we have convocation, and I have responsibilities as one of the board of bishops. So, we're just looking for an exciting summer, and I'm just gonna enjoy it and get myself ready. I want to emphasize how important it is to go away with the family, because Deacon Howell emphasized every prayer. Tell your family that you love them. He said, make sure you say, I love you. Not just say, that I love you, but tell your family. And that's just been something that's just rest up on my spirit and in my heart. So I'm just so glad that you're going to be gone for a week. So every day you need to tell Lady Johnson how much you love her every day.
I love you, Lady Johnson. I love you, Lady Johnson. If you're listening, I love you. But it's funny. I think you were the one freezing, but you can look at the comments, and I think everybody heard what I was going to do, because people are telling me security. They said, please leave your collar home. Bishop Bull says you in trouble. So I think they heard what I said. I didn't freeze. I think you froze. I'm still going to try.
I don't. Oh, well, I was moving. My screen was going. Okay, they heard you. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened, but Lady Tori heard you. So that's
yes.
heard you on this.
I see that, lady. I see that, Lady Johnson. I see that. That is wonderful. Yes.
Thank you very much.
So overseer, our future. What does our future looks like? Because I know our guests they're on. They want to know what to expect for season 2, and we have discussed some preliminary plans. But so what can you share with our audience tonight that they should look forward to beginning in September?
Well, I think one of the things that we're going to do. One of the things that we should do, of course, is again continue with the great programming, things that we believe that people need to hear on a Christian basis, on a Christian man's viewpoint and on a basis. So we're going to talk about schools opening. We're going to try to get one of the teachers that have done maybe hybrid and now going back to full time, like going back into the full swing of things. How are they going to cope with it? How is the school system going to work it out? How do they feel? Because a lot of times you talk about the kids, but teachers are also at risk. And I don't think any teacher wants to put a child at risk. So they probably have their own. So it's going to be good to get maybe a teacher on. We also are going to talk about, we're also going to look for cross-examining some of our organizational stuff. We have done a little bit, but we're looking for one of the bigger senior advisors over at UPCI. We're looking to get him on and to work with. He did 20 years in missions in India or Pakistan. He is now the head of the multicultural division in UPCI, which is good to know what they're doing. So that's going to be another thing that we're going to do. We have a lot of different things we're going to talk about. We definitely. Oh, go ahead.
No, was one other thing that we want to actually continue talking about how the church is operating in this post-pandemic era. What adjustment pastors are making, what are some of the challenges that they're facing. But we also want to ask our audience as well, and I'm glad you put that up, producer, if they have any question that they would like to ask us, even on the previous shows that we have, or even anything that they would like to see in the future. Please just put it into on the chat, in the chat, so that we can actually see it. Or if you have any questions regarding anything that you'd like to ask either overseer or myself, we'll be happy to entertain them.
Yeah, I definitely do think that we're going to again still have a mixture of shows, men, women, younger people on the show, just to show our diversity. But we definitely do want to be multicultural, multi-diverse. We haven't had any people from the Asian persuasion or the Asian-based countries. It would be nice to get somebody, a pastor or a leader from that persuasion too, because our culture is a little bit different too. it's nice to know, to be culturally diverse and know about different cultures and how they worship God or how they believe certain things. So I think that we're going to expand, like Bishop said. Please send your thoughts, right? What you think is going to be a good show. Please do that. That'd be great. So that would be very helpful to us. But other than that, I'm just waiting to see what happens. 2 months off, there's going to be some rust. Coming back to the show, we've really got a good swing of things in these 26 weeks. We've improved, we've learned. This is new to us. This virtual journalism, as they call it, is new to us. But I think we're doing a pretty good job. Bishop, what do you think what was the most exciting thing that you had to be part of in these 26 weeks?
You mean as in regards to our show?
Yeah.
Say the question again. What's the most important thing in the Badman show?
Exciting, or what would you find as the most exciting thing you've been a part of, or you really enjoyed over these 26? What was probably the most enjoyable moment for you? Let me put it this way. What's the most enjoyable moment for you in these 26 weeks? And don't say it was a show that I wasn't on. Don't say that.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. You hit the oh my goodness.
Don't say that.
The what has really happened, Overseer, is from the first show there was a sense of being nervous, uncertain as to, are we doing the right thing? Is this something that we really should be should be doing? And here I'm sitting 25 shows in the past, far more comfortable, a better understanding of how we can communicate, and to be in it's all of the shows provided opportunity for me to look at my thinking, my thoughts, and make adjustments. And the more the thing that I would like to highlight is there is such a nice chemistry between, and I'm not just make you feel special, the chemistry that we have with both of us doing this, I think is very exciting. I look forward to us, having this type of camaraderie. Sometimes I think folks may not understand, but we did take the risk. We took the risk to not to be pretend, but to let folks know, you see us on the show, how we function, how we operate is the same way we are if we are at the convocation, if we're in a diocese meeting, and I hope that people will see that level of transparency.
Yeah, that's a great point, because we are who we are, and they get to see. It's great that most of the folks that watch us kind of already know us, and so they know what they're seeing is authentic. It's not something created. This is who we are. We enjoy each other. We enjoy the banter. A lot of times people think that we contradict or we go against each other all the time, but we really don't. We kind of agree most of the time.
Overseer, though, I don't want. I have to interrupt you. You should let folks know that we were driving back from a convocation in Global, in Georgia, and ladies and gentlemen, we argued the entire trip. Lady Johnson can come on and to testify whether or not it's true. The entire trip. I think that Lady Johnson was nervous at least some point at a time.
She said, I thought you guys are friends. But wait, we were arguing. How are you guys friends? Yeah. And thank you, Satori. Yes, you said yes. You show your friendship and all that. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Satori.
Thank you. Yeah.
Satori knows us, right? She knows exactly how we are. She's seen us in all venues. Simon.
Oh my!
Just saying, my
why?
Love you, brothers. Just give me my
Simon Rollins, huh?
Okay, so let's talk a story about Simon Rollins. All right, Simon Rollins, great brother. I'm gonna give him a little props right now, but I hope we're gonna delete this part of the show once we get a chance. This is a great brother because he's the presider's son-in-law, right? And I thank God for the humble in this guy. This guy worked the parking lot for years. Worked the parking lot. He used to park. I remember driving up with my father. He's like, "Oh, okay, Rupert, you can park here." And you would never have known who he's connected to. He's just an authentic brother. And that's why I've always liked that guy. Is because he was authentic, humble guy, never tried to boast in his position. So, bruh, I'm gonna give you props right now, but that's it. Never again. That's all you get. But I gotta give him props.
Let me add. Also, I have tried to bribe him over the years to get a spot in that special area where the bishops park. And every year we have a conversation, and he wouldn't even take the bribe.
He's unbribable. You can't bribe the guy.
Oh, there's Lady Johnson. I remember the trip.
At one point, I would need to split you up and take you separate transportation. Yeah, that was a good trip. Oh
yeah.
Now, and we're talking about, folks. We're not talking about southern or northern Jersey to central Jersey we live. We're talking about Greensboro, North Carolina, driving all the way to New Jersey. We're talking an 8 hour trip driving.
Yeah.
In the car. And boy, I tell you, it was something else. It was something else.
Oh yeah.
But it was an enjoyable trip. So is there anybody oh, you have a spot now, Bishop. You got one now.
Hey. Oh, well earned. I don't have to pay you anymore. I tried to pay you. I got my own spot.
You know what? It was nice when my dad was a bishop, or drive with my dad, or now somebody's supposed to be to the major part. It's like, over there, overseer. There's parking way over there. Way over there, there's parking. I gotta drop my folks off and walk a half a mile to the church entrance. So yeah. So thanks, Simon.
No problem, overseer. You can fix that. You can drive me in.
There you go. There you go. I should drive you in. There you go. I was gonna drive you in so I get a good spot. I'm gonna say, no, I'll drive you in. Don't drive. I'll drive with me so I get a good spot. That's the way to do it. All right, this is the other way. But is there anybody else that you can any other brother? You know, let's celebrate. We only got a couple minutes. Let's celebrate some brothers. Any brother that you want to celebrate right now? Doesn't have to be somebody in the organization. Could be anybody that you have a good story about that you want to celebrate. Anybody?
Yeah. Well, I want to throw props to my youngest brother, Wayne, because he's an avid listener to our show. Not just listen, just give comment and just say it was a good show, but provides real concrete, helpful hints, at least to me, to help me be a better host. And so I just want to say thank you very much to him for that. In addition, again, I want to say thanks to Deacon Howell. Mention him as long also with Elder Brodus, because they give us space to announce and to promote the show. So I really want to say thank you to that. Thank you to them for that. And of course, within the Bishop Michael Bull, I call and talk to him a lot. Of course, he probably doesn't want other bishops to know that, but I do. He's like a big brother, big brother. And there's a history there, because when I was the international youth president, remember, his wife was the diocesan representation for the South. You know, so we always have had a relationship over the years. So I want to say thank. Oh my goodness! Do you see that, Bishop? I'm in trouble. Oh my goodness! But you know, sometimes you have to. By the time in the next 2 months we have the second season, you know, folks will forget about show 26 and they'll be looking for some. Oh, did you see what Elder Johnson is saying?
Brother Error? Who's Brother Error?
A great grandfather. You know as a great grandfather.
I don't know, Brother Errol. Oh, Brother Errol. She means Errol. She just mistyped this. Brother Errol. No,
okay.
Yeah. No, Brother Errol for being a great grandfather as a great grandfather, or great as in good, really good grandfather. I think she means Brother Errol. He's one of the members of my church. He has a young grandson named Manny who's learning how to play the drums. He's done such a great job with that young man. The man lost his father. The father died away suddenly. You know, he was maybe 3 or 4 years old. Yes, Errol. So he has done a tremendous job of helping his daughter raise that young man. The young man comes to church well-mannered. So yeah, great guy. But I also want to say that because you did not say, well, first of all, we also want to thank Bishop Bull's son, Derek, who was
that's right. Yeah, he was on the show. Yes. Overseer. Yes. And we also want to celebrate the ladies too. You know, the ladies. We and thank you for for creating a venue where we not only just do men, it's a bad man show, but we're just so excited that we have great women that are able to to participate or feel comfortable enough that they can come on the show and be a part.
Yeah, we definitely can't forget the women. We've had some, as we mentioned, we've had some great guests that were women, and some great people who watch and ask questions that are the ladies. So for all the bad men for Christ, there's a bunch of bad ladies for Christ too, and we thank God for them. Like I said, we may have to have an offshoot show. There might be an offshoot show one day, the Bad Women for Christ, because the Bad Woman Show, because we think this is a great venue and it just works out so well. I definitely do want to talk about our presiding bishop, which is one of my favorite hosts, guests. I mean, since you didn't mention him, I'm going to mention him, not just because he's my mentor, but because the guy does not have to come on our show. He does not have to. He could say, brothers, I love you. Keep going. I support it. But I don't have enough time in my day to commit an hour and a half, 2 hours to this show. It's not like we're streaming 2,000 people or something. But he's never said no. He hasn't even hesitated. It's always been, yeah, I'll be there. That's great. I don't know if he's watching right now. If he is, great. If he's not, great. But just want to be so grateful that our presiding bishop, who could be doing 10,000 other things, will take the time to be right here with the Bad Man for Christ and participate on the show. That is my greatest moment on the show, is when he's on, he dedicates his time and is on. Amen. Thank you.
And overseeing, and it's not like he doesn't have, he's making the sacrifice. Yeah. Got to emphasize that, because we don't want folks to think that all overseer or presiding, he makes a sacrifice to entertain, and to have us, and we truly, and I get raving reviews as to how he presents in his information. In fact, even when we have missed in asking the question properly, he answers the question in such a way to make us even look good. And so you're absolutely right about that. So yes, I agree with you. Tremendous, and we're glad that he's our presider, prelate.
Amen, amen. And another person that we got to say thank you for watching is Sister Pauline Moss. She's on all the time too. And we are grateful to her. I mean, it's been so exciting. I can't really explain the excitement. People don't know how I rush home from work to get on and do this show. I enjoy it so much. Maybe because I like to talk, but also just because I get to share with my brothers and sisters in Christ all across the world. Because I hear that people actually won't watch it now, but later on watch it in the Philippines. Watch our show, Pastor Durante. So to you, as you watch it, bless you, sir. Watch our shows. So it's other different people across the globe.
As you mentioned about people across the globe, if you ever get an opportunity to Google Pauline Moss, you will see that she has ministries and in other countries. So it's not Sister Pauline Moss. She functions as Pastor Pauline Moss, and I've been quite a number of churches in Africa that she, as you know, she works with, you know. So we just have to be be careful and be a little bit more sensitive to individuals, as we mentioned, their names and the function now that they provide to the body of Christ.
Well, that's you, Mr. Collar Guy.
That's true. That's true. I'm the formal guy.
You're the formal guy. I'm the informal guy. You see what I'm wearing right now? So let me say this. I love the fact that she never said, "Hey, I'm a pastor." Even in the later comments, to say, "You know what, everybody, I'm a pastor." I've called her sister, and you know what? She's been good. I think she's been good with it. But Pastor Pauline, I'm sorry if I did not give you your title, but I love you even more because you never corrected me. I love that. Call me Brother Rupert. I'm okay. Call him Bishop Brown, because that's what he put. Call me Brother Rupert. I love it, but I love the fact that she never did that.
I want to say to Elder Mark Brodus, this is my uniform, Elder Mark Brodus, and so I am dressed appropriately. It's like American Express, right? Don't leave home without.
Let me tell you, people. Bishop's got that collar thing going, and he's right. There's two stories. First one is when we went to Jamaica. We went to Jamaica one time, and we're leaving the airport. He had his collar on. I didn't. We were going through the line. They were like, "Oh, Father, did you need to move quicker? Can we help you?" And they're moving through the line quicker. While me, I'm there too. I'm being left behind. Like, I'm with him. I have to be shoveled along as an armor bearer because otherwise I will not be moved. That was Jamaica. And then Bishop told me a story about him going to New Jersey to visit a pastor friend of ours. Bishop, if you could finish that story for us, because I don't want to tell it wrong. So if you could talk about that story when you went to go visit Courtney Johnson in his office, remember? And you were
Oh yes, I went to Nutley, and I went in to visit Pastor Courtney, and the secretary came and she looked at me and, "Hi, Father," and she brought me into his office and had to give me a nice seat. And then about 15 minutes later, Pastor Courtney comes in and says, the secretary said, "There's a priest in the office." So to Elder Mark Brodus, I do not leave home without being dressed in my appropriate uniform.
It has helped this guy all over the place. So I don't blame him for doing it. I can't do it, but I don't blame him for doing it because it has benefited him in many ways. And he's like, "Hey man, if you have a black card, right? If you have American Express black card, you're going to show it. It helps you. So he's got his American Express white collar because it helps him. So he's going to show it, Yes.
Oh, he says not one on vacation. Oh, Mrs. Brown can chime on in. Oh, yeah. We were in Jamaica at the Rio. And so I had to go and pick up a car at the rental. And so that morning I was walking Mrs. Brown to the beach, down to the beach, on the beach. And of course, I had my collars on, and you should see those nervous, those nervous folks saying, "Good morning, Father. Good morning, Father." Mrs. Brown can testify that is a true story. The priest walking down the beach with all these folks in bikinis.
And here how he's like, here how the brother is saying that Mark has tried. He tried. He did try to wear his collar. He just like me. It doesn't go. It doesn't happen. It's not working. It's not working for him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Overseer, we're kind of coming to the end of show 26, and just want to say thank you to everybody. For foremost, thank God for this opportunity. Thank you all, our audience, wherever you are, for the privilege of allowing us to come in to your homes and wherever you are, and just to share 45 minutes with you over these Monday nights, over these couple of months. Thank you all so much. We appreciate it. It's our prayers that God continue to bless you, to direct your path, and more so, even as we're going through the ending phase of this pandemic, to keep you safe and keep you healthy.
Yeah, most definitely. And I want to remind everybody that we're still going to be going on in these Mondays over the next 2 months, but we will be back. I'm trying to get the right date that we'll be back, but we will be back on the first Monday in August. We'll be back live, and that's going to be August 2nd. So August 2nd will be the second season. I'm sorry, yeah, September. Jesus, thank you.
September, yeah.
September 6th, we're going to be back. September 6th, we'll be back. That will be our first showers of the second season. Will be September 6th. So we look forward to seeing everybody to join us. And please invite somebody. If everyone invites somebody every week, this show is going to blow up real quick. If you enjoy it, please invite a friend or a family member to enjoy it with you. Pastor Pauline, we thank you. I'm sure you're sharing it with folks that you are associated with around the world, and all of our friends are so sharing with folks that they're sharing it around the world. And so we thank you. So please like, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you all back on September 6th. Again, it's the Bad Man Show with two bad men for Christ, Bishop Paul Brown, Overseer Rupert Johnson, and all of you that are watching with us. For our producers, Albert Minot and Sean Gore, thank you guys for doing what you do. And and to our wives, again, I'm going to thank my wife. I'm going to thank Bishop's wife. You ladies, you help us.
Yes, tremendously. Yes.
Time to do this, but you permit us to share us with everybody else. So love you both.
Yes, love you all both. Love you.
So looking forward to everything. God bless you.
God bless you. Enjoy the summer. See you in September. The Bad Man Show.
Bless you.
Bad Man, LB, Rupert, Albert, and the Bishop Paul Brown. Bad Man for the 2020-2021. And you know what it is. You know Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego too. This is Paul and Rupert and we're the new crew. We're coming out with a brand new thought, covered under the blood in which we were born. So we know how to get to where we want to go. With the love of Christ, that is how we flow. That is